Hi friends, welcome to my little corner. My name is Laura and for today we are trying out some of e.l.f. Cosmetics brand new launches. So the first thing I did was try out this Glow Dewy Mist, coconut and argan oil. Okay, first of all, packaging on this, A+. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. I didn't even know what it was and I didn't care. Packaging was perfect and it drew me in 100%, so A+ on that. A negative thing though is the spray. It just is the kind of spray that you don't want to spray all over yourself without covering up your hair first, or if you care about your hair, because it will get everywhere. It's just like a lot. So next, I tried out e.l.f.'s newest foundation, the Flawless Finish Foundation, and I am in the shade Vanilla. This is light with golden undertones. Talk about this foundation because I loved it. I usually don't love foundation. It is really hard for me to fall in love with one because I have really dry skin, and on top of that I have these tiny bumps on my skin. Foundations usually make them look way worse than they are, and this one didn't do that. I really liked the formula. It set down really well. I didn't have to put powder all over my face, and it's not a total matte foundation. I did notice that there was some dewiness to my skin, which I love because I really do not like matte foundations for my dry skin. It layered pretty well. Right now, you can see a little friend over here. The second time I put on this foundation, I forgot to put on a second layer, and I layered especially this spot over here with a little bit more foundation on top, and it didn't look cakey, which is extremely surprising. This foundation is very, very affordable, and if you have dry skin and you don't like looking also like overly hydrated and dewy, I think you're really gonna enjoy this one because it really is just like a natural skin finish. To continue on, loved this. Then finally tried out this brand new concealer. It is a 16-hour Camo Concealer. This one's pretty good. I don't think it is the most hydrating of all concealers out there. Your under eyes don't necessarily look dewy, but they don't look dry, and it's like a natural skin finish. I'm gonna zoom you in. You can see that there really is no cakiness or dryness. I maybe have a little bit of shadow peeking through, but just a little bit. I think it did a really good job, and for the price point, this is crazy. So after that, we actually get into something that I didn't like so much, unfortunately, because the packaging is so cute. Let me show you. Okay, wait, let me put it back in its packaging because e.l.f. is just killing it with this packaging. So cute. Okay, kind of looks like a mess, but look at this. Isn't it so pretty? This one, unfortunately, is not that good, and I really wish it was because I want to carry this around everywhere with me. Look how cute it is. But it's just not good. As soon as I put it on, everything cracked like it was the Sahara Desert. It looked horrible. It separated. It made my under eyes look so dry, and they looked totally fine as right after I put this on, and I did let it, settle down a little bit dry. And then I went in with this, and girl, holy, everyone, and in between. This a no. This is a no, for me at least. I might be just way too dry for this, and this is a matte blotting powder, so it wasn't made for me, not for my dry skin. Really got it because of the packaging, because it cost me like $3, something ridiculous like that. But yeah, this is an unfortunate one that I will not be using again. After we made this mistake, I went on to blush. So this blush is the Always Cheeky shade. This is the primer infused blush, and not exactly sure how I feel about this. It does have a good amount of pigment. I like the shade, and it looks pretty good right now. But when I was putting it on, I felt like it looked a little chalky, and I don't know why. But maybe it might be the shade. It's like maybe it's too light for my skin tone or something, or I don't usually wear this light of shade, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah, I don't know, it looked a little chalky, but now that I look at it and it's like settled into my skin with my own oils and the highlighter on top and then the bronzer, it looks totally fine. And if this primer infused blush is gonna last me all day, then it's an A+ for me. And there are other shades, and I'm really hoping e.l.f. don't mess up here, that there are dark enough shades for all the beautiful people in this world. Because this for us paley folks only. And yeah, so I'm kind of so on this, more leaning towards the I like it. I will let you know during the check-in. If it's still there, then it's an A+. This one is not new e.l.f. anything, but I used this bronzer today and I don't really use it very often. It's Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. It's part of their like even cheaper line where everything is like $1 or $2. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, e.l.f. has a cheaper line within their cheap line. This is pretty good. I'm so impressed. Obviously I've used it before, but I hadn't used it in a really long time, and it really worked out very well. It looks very nicely blended. It didn't get patchy at all. It is a really nice shade for lighter skin tones, very, you know, pale pasty skin tones. I think would really enjoy this. It does look like you are sun-kissed, and I don't know, I'm really loving this shade. Very good shade. And the formula, everything. Oh my god, how could I forget? It's the best part of the video. One of the best purchases that I made from e.l.f. are these two. Okay, first, you can't tell me these aren't the cutest things you've ever seen. You can't. Like, look how cute they are. They're so pretty. e.l.f. killed it with this packaging. I want more colors. I need all of them. I already got the two that would work for my skin tone, so the last bronzier one is a little too dark for me, but awesome that e.l.f. came out with some shades that we can all use. Thank you very much. And these were really great. They reminded me of the Super Shock highlighters. I will say I think the Super Shock highlighters have a little more punch to them, but that doesn't mean that these are bad, because you see that, right? Like, that is good highlight. It looks perfectly blended. I put it on top of powder and it still looks good. And I feel like it looks even better now that it's been like 20 minutes since I put it on. It just kind of like has sunk into the skin and blends really well with everything else I got going on here. So next, we're moving on to the brows. I did use all e.l.f. and I used this new my boyfriend always makes fun of me how I say the word new, whatever. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, where's this thing? Okay, so this is what I used for my eyebrows. Okay, so this e.l.f. pencil is really cheap. I'm pretty sure it's like $2. It's one of the cheapest eyebrow pencils I have ever used, and one of the best. How is that possible? I have no idea. So you might get a little scared because this is a thick one and you can't really do anything precise with this. So this type of pencil really won't work that well for people who have very little eyebrows to start with, because you can't be that precise. But you can actually be kind of precise, and I'll show you a little bit how I did it. So I just kind of filled in the middle with this, and then I took a brush. This is such a good formula. It's very creamy, but it's not too creamy. I don't know, it's just a really good one. So I took a brush, got a little bit of the product, went in with the brush my eyebrow, and I love them today. I love them. This shade works really well if you have dark brown hair like mine, maybe almost black. Doesn't make my eyebrows look too dark, which I can't stand when they look too dark. I just feel like the only thing I can stand my eyebrows when I look like this. So now moving on to the new thing. This Wow Brow is actually pretty good. It hasn't been that long since I did my eyebrows, maybe an hour and a half, and they still look perfect. They don't feel crunchy at all. And this shade, Natural Brown, I really like it because it's cool toned and then it's a little bit lighter than my eyebrows. So when I go in, it just kind of tones everything down a little bit and it helps me make my eyebrows a little less, you know, out there. But yeah, anyway, this is a good one and super cheap. So cheap you can't believe it. Little spoolie thing is really nice. It's small and it also has these little fiber hair things that help you fill out your brow, and I totally didn't notice that my brow looks a little more full, and just happy with it. Just very happy with it. Glad I got this. Okay, and unfortunately ending kind of on a bad note. I probably should have added this somewhere else, but I got this, what does e.l.f. call this? A multi-stick, I believe. I got this multi-stick in the shade Glistening Peach, and I was really hoping that it's gonna work perfectly for the lips and and as a blush, of course. I put it on the lips and you can't really see it at all, and it's not very good if you have dry lips. It just didn't look very good. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I already have blush, but let me just add a little bit more of this. What a mistake, dude. What a mistake. It broke apart everything underneath my makeup. My face looked all cracked. Like the foundation was gone where I put it. I will definitely put it in a clip. Hopefully you can see it on this camera. So much that since I'm trying to do this check-in, I took off all my makeup and did it all over again. I did not use this. That's it for today's video. Oh my god. Did I say that's it for my video? I almost forgot the eyes, okay? Well, this palette came out last year, around the end of the year, and they have already come out with something like a newer palette like this, but this is the one I have. It's the Opposites Attract palette, and I'm like, I wish I could say I absolutely love this palette, but I'm a little, it's like, not because the formula is bad, although I feel like some of the mattes they just don't stick super well to my eyes, and they're a little powdery, so they just kind of go away. That's something that I'm definitely going to be looking out for in this check-in, to see if like, is my eye look still there, because I think it won't be. The shimmers though are surprisingly so good. So soft. They have so much pigment. Look at that. Pretty cool that this palette has both the warm side and the cool side. The cool side absolutely terrifies me. I tried to use it once and I can't even describe how horrible I looked. But that's not the palette's fault. That's just my skills and or my face. But yeah, it's not bad. And I recommend getting it on sale because $14, I can't super recommend for a palette of $14 because there are better things out there. ColourPop has great palettes for $16. I would pay $2 more for those any day for this one. But if you're getting it at the 50% off sale, $7 for this, totally worth it. Okay, so that's my little e.l.f. haul. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go on about my day and I will be back with a check-in to see how this foundation worked out, primary infused blush, is my highlighter still there, and also how my eyes looking. So I will be right back, let you know at the end of it. Okay, I'm back real quick. I was just looking back at some of my footage and I realized that you can see my bruise, and I don't want anybody to think I'm being abused or anything. It looks worse than what it feels, although it does kind of feel pretty bad. Yesterday, I had the wonderful idea of trying out a choreography that is way too advanced for me. I really enjoy dancing and it's the thing that just makes me feel good. I took a little video, so maybe I'll show you if I'm feeling brave. Hey guys, it's about 6 hours later, just showing you a little bit of what everything looked like at the end of the night. Thanks so much for watching. I hope I see you on my next one.